Hey, Dad Gamers. Welcome back to the Dad Gamers podcast. I'm your host, Bob Rayhart. That's Flank on Xbox Live, FLANKKE. You could follow me there on Xbox. All right, let's get started. Lots to talk about. It's been about 2 weeks, I think, since the podcast came out, so we're going to get right into some info here. First things first, one of the most exciting, well, I say most exciting, but one of the more exciting games is coming out for a Nintendo Switch really soon. It's called Warioware. If you remember this game way back, it originally came out, I think it was on the Gameboy, and it was a lot of fun because it was basically a whole bunch of little mini games all wrapped into one game. And the mini games, they didn't take long to play. They were maybe 10 seconds, 30 seconds long a piece, but they were fun, they were interesting, they were weird. They were all weird and different. I know some of you dad gamers out there, I guarantee you have played them, but Warioware is coming to the Nintendo Switch on September 10th. Right now there's a demo available that you could download and give it a try and get back into all those crazy and wacky characters that were in the Warioware games. But speaking of upcoming games, there is a laundry list of games coming out. Some of them we're super excited about here at Dad Gamers. The upcoming game, Life is Strange, is also due out September 10th, the same day as WarioWare. So September 10th will be a big day. Far Cry 6 is actually another game. Super excited for Far Cry 6. October 7th, actually, is when that game comes out. Far Cry has always been a series that I thought, when it first came out, it first launched on the PC way back in the day, and it was the cool perspective of Far Cry is that even the short cinematics and the in between was from the first person perspective. So it wasn't a matter of like the game being a first person shooter, and then when you went into the cinemas or into the cutscenes, it would pull out and you would see everything happen like a movie. In this instance, you were still in the character. You never really saw your own face, and you could see your own hands, which I thought was cool, and everything that you happened or anything that you would do would be all from the perspective of your character. I thought that was the most innovative at the time, innovative thing for any company to do, for Ubisoft to do. But as they keep going, the storylines alone for Far Cry, when we got to Far Cry 1 was really good. Far Cry 2 was, in my opinion, decent. Just decent. But Far Cry 3 was a lot of fun. With Voss being the main bad guy. And little backstory, for those of you who know that I work in film industry here outside of the podcast, the character Voss was originally not the bad guy in Far Cry 3. In fact, the actor who came to audition to be a voice for the character came completely dressed as Voss, who again was not a character. And when the developers had saw him, and he had created this character, when the developers saw him and saw him audition, they went, "Holy crap, let's bring that character into this world." And he became one of those characters that we all love to hate. Rumor has it he's coming back in the new Far Cry 6. I don't know if that's true. I cannot confirm. But him and the father from Far Cry 5, I can't remember the character from Far Cry 4, the pink suit. His comes to a loss to me, I'm not going to lie. But all the characters from Far Cry 3, 4, and 5 are all supposed to come back for some reason or other, make appearance in Far Cry 6. I don't know if that's going to be true. I feel like that's going to be a flashback scene or something to that effect. But we'll see. So Far Cry 6, super, super excited to see how that plays out October 7th. Again, October 12th, no less than a week later, we're going to get Back 4 Blood. Now, Back 4 Blood is your 4-player Left 4 Dead type series. It's going to be fun. It's from what I understand, some people that I know have played it and they think it's amazing. So I'm super excited to give it a try, give it a whirl. But I need to move on here because there's a lot of games coming out. One of the more exciting games that's coming out is Battlefield 2042 a week later on October 22nd. Battlefield 2042 is technically right now in the technical test, and they're going to be doing a open beta here in the next couple of weeks. So you want to keep a lookout for that. Go on to EA's website and see if you can get yourself in on the beta. Battlefield 2042, super exciting stuff. It looks like they're going to lean a little bit into the future stuff, but not too far. Like not Crisis future, but like, I dare say they're not going to go the route of Halo. But we'll see. I mean, I haven't done the technical test, so I can't say anything. Guardians of the Galaxy is actually due out a week after that, October 26th. Guardians of the Galaxy I have seen the playback on, and it looks to be fun. It's not first-person perspective. It's like third-person, and you are with, all of the characters. It's going to look kind of like Marvel's Avengers, which is shockingly to say because I know Marvel Avengers is not the best game to compare it to right now. Side note, you can pick up Marvel Avengers, I believe, really on the cheap right now at Best Buy. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say if you go to bestbuy.com, you can get it for $20. So double check that out there, Dad Gamers. That's the Marvel Avengers, $20 at Best Buy, side note. But Guardians of the Galaxy due out October 26th. Looks exciting, looks like fun. I've, again, seen part of the playthrough, at least the opening scene of it. I'm kind of excited. Moving right along here to October 28th, Riders Republic. The riders as far as the it's not BMX motocross. It's motocross riding. So it looks like it's going to be a good time. Jurassic World 2. There's the park simulator, November 9th, as well as Forza Horizon 5 on November 9th. Now, Forza Horizon 5 coming out on November 9th will be available right on November 9th on Game Pass. So, for you dad gamers out there that have Game Pass, make sure you get your download started now so that come November 9th, you can play and jump right into Forza Horizon 5. Because I'll tell you right now, that game looks amazing. Alright, moving on. November 11th, Skyrim's Anniversary Edition is coming out. December. We got December 7th is Dying Light, the sequel, Dying Light 2. Now, that's kind of a zombie horror parkour, if you will, type game. First-person perspective. A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Still going strong right now to this day with a lot of gamers. But the sequel will be out December 7th, so we're only a couple of months away from that. And then, of course, the next day, December 8th, Halo Infinite. Now, this is a game that a lot of Xbox dad gamers out there have been waiting for to get back into the Halo series. Hopefully, it will not disappoint. Now, there's been only a couple of Halo games where I've been playing them and I've been like, well, this is kind of no different than the last, and there's nothing really new and exciting. And I think we talked about on a previous episode that they're going to be taking away the assassination when they first launch Halo Infinite. So I'm going to bring a reminder back around on that they're taking away the assassination part of Halo Infinite, where you can sneak up behind somebody and assassinate them. That is going away during the launch of the game. Whether it comes back or not, they are unsure, and everybody's keeping a tight lip. Nobody's talking about it. But right now, as it stands, it has been officially announced that will not be included in Halo Infinite. Okay, now that we've gotten through the rest of this year of gaming, one game that I think I have to bring up because I find it hilarious and I love games that poke fun at themselves is Saints Row is going to get a reboot come February. So this February, we're going to actually see Saints Row come back around. And it's, from what I understand, if you played the Saints Row game, it started out, the very first Saints Row game came out on the Xbox 360, and it was made to poke fun kind of at Grand Theft Auto. And it was a very serious game. It had a very serious tone. It was very, gangster type game. And you played it. And then as you went to Saints Row 2, it leaned a little bit into its storyline as far as being funny, as far as being awkward or weird, but it kept a serious tone. Then, when it got to Saints Row 3, they threw the rulebook out the window. And then, of course, at Saints Row 4, what rulebook? Screw it. Let's just make it a cinematic fun time. I can't tell you how many hours I wasted playing Saints Row 4, just goofing around, screwing around, and flying, literally flying through the air. But it's interesting that they're actually going to come back and do a Saints Row reboot, and they're going to go back to the serious tone. Rumor has it, it's going to be a prequel. So, I don't know so much a reboot as so much as a before it all happened type thing. Moving forward, speaking of before it all happened, I'm sure all you dad gamers out there at one point or another had a Game Boy or a Game Boy Color. And I can say this, that it's pretty much a given that Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games will be coming to the Nintendo Switch Online. This is being confirmed basically by the Nintendo Life podcast, as well as Eurogamer, have all corroborated and said that looks like next month we should be seeing the Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games join the Nintendo Switch Online. So not only are you going to be able to play your original NES games, like you can now, and SNES games, but now finally Game Boy games. Should be fun. Should be interesting. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait. Some of the best classic games on Game Boy, like the original Kirby's Dream Land. Remember Kirby's Dream Land? Basic, simple, those type of games. Who knows? We could probably get the Super Mario Land. Throwback to that from the original Game Boy. But speaking of throwbacks, I have to mention that it did come down the pipeline on Kotaku's website that the original Xbox, I know I went from Nintendo to Xbox, but hang in there, dad gamers, listen up. The original Xbox had an Easter egg that remained hidden for 20 years. That's right, hidden inside the console, not in a game. It wasn't a game that you would play that was like had a hidden Easter egg. This is the console itself. So Microsoft's original 2001 Xbox console had a hidden Easter egg. And a developer came out, Microsoft, one of the original developers came out who asked to remain anonymous, and has said that the Easter egg in the dashboard remained undiscovered for 20 years. Now, what is the Easter egg? How do you get to it? Well, let me just tell you, I'm not to burst bubbles here, but spoiler alert, it's basically the credits of who made the console. So the main Easter egg that they refer to is triggered by if you go into the audio CD ripping screen. That's right, the original Xbox console had the ability to record CDs to the hard drive. And if you go into the original audio CD ripping screen and name a new rip or copy, if you will, eggs box, using the letter B from beta for eggs, and the EGGS and the letter B from the beta, OX. As soon as you hit done, this immediately triggered a hidden credit roll, after which the console would reboot. But the Easter egg revealed, all of the basic creators of the console, which was cool. It was cool. It was a cool little thing. Well, there's another one. That's right, another one. So the new Xbox Easter egg is before you start, go to settings and then go to system info. Okay, now you see what that screen looks like, and you keep an eye on that. Good. Now, the trick is go into music, insert an audio CD. I would recommend something that has one or two songs at the most. From the audio CD screen, choose copy. Copy again, then new soundtrack. Delete the default soundtrack title and replace it with Timmy. That's right, Timmy from South Park. So Timmy, Timmy, and keep pressing Y. That's the letter Y 26 times. No need to count them, just fill the entire field up with Y's after you put in Timm and then all Y's, and then replace the last Y with an exclamation point. Once you do that, sit a spell and enjoy the sounds of the hard drive stealing the disk's essence, or basically copying it over. When it's done copying, it'll go back out. You go back out to the main menu, choose settings, and then system info, and now you should see a new screen listing members of all of the Xbox dashboard team. That's weird and creepy, but it works. The little credit screen has been below the surface of 24 million Xboxes now for 2 decades. It's been hiding there. Nobody knew it. It's crazy. So I thought that was interesting, but most interesting, another one, DJ Khaled, another one. In September 2017, Seamus Blakely, who's often referred to as the father of Xbox, said he came out with a tweet about this time, so about 3 years ago, said, yes, there's an Easter egg that nobody has noticed as far as I can tell. Well, what is that with this cryptic tweet he put out? He's never said what it is. It's not the one I just said. It's not Timmy. It's not that one. It's not the original Easter egg or the Xbox one that we talked about. This one apparently has to do with it's obvious. Apparently it's obvious, and apparently it has to do with the boot animation. So, I don't know. I have no idea what the Easter egg could possibly be. There are some subreddits on original Xbox and forums like on Obscure Gamer where Xbox diehard fans are trying to hunt down and find out what it is. So if you're curious, you can go to either one of those two forums and jump into the conversation, see if you can help figure it out. And if you do figure it out, feel free to email us here at Dad Gamers Podcast and let us know what's going on. I unfortunately do not have the time to dig into to get you the details on that one. But speaking of details, Nintendo eShop, actually, back to Nintendo, accidentally leaked the whole roster for the new Nickelodeon Allstar Brawl, due out later this year. So, whoops, Nintendo, why? What happened? Why'd you do it? So yeah, they basically, Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl had some of the characters already put out, and they had shadowed in the original one, like silhouette shadowed some of the other characters, so they didn't want to show right away who else was coming to the fighting game. But Nintendo eShop accidentally put the whole artwork out beforehand. So I'm about to give you the complete roster, the full list of 20 fighters that have been confirmed for the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Which, for you dad gamers out there, some of these characters you're not going to give two shits about, and some of these characters your kids are going to be more excited to play with than you. But listen up, here it comes. So we got Oblina from Real Monsters, Cat Dog from Cat Dog, Danny Phantom from Danny Phantom, Helga Pataki from Hey Arnold, Zim from Invader Zim, Lincoln Loud from The Loud House, Lucy Loud from The Loud House, Reptar from Rugrats, SpongeBob SquarePants from SpongeBob, Patrick Star from SpongeBob, Sandy Cheeks the Squirrel from SpongeBob, Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles, Nigel Thornberry from the Wild Thornberries, Ren and Stimpy from the Ren and Stimpy Show, Powdered Toast Man from the Ren and Stimpy Show, which is odd, Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender, and Korra from The Legend of Korra. So, it isn't doubt that this game coming out, this Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, is taking a big, I dare say, inspiration from Smash Brothers by including as many characters from Nickelodeon as they possibly can. But it should be, it should be another fun one that you dad gamers out there can play with your kids. So look for the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl to be due out later this year. Again, they do plan to be, apparently they plan to, and I can't confirm, but they plan to add even more characters to the lineup. I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently there is already DLC in the works. Who knows? Who are they going to add? Who else in Nickelodeon are they going to add? Kenan Thompson and Amanda Bynes? I mean, who's left? But I don't know. We'll see. It should be interesting to keep an eye on. So, Dad Gamers, heads up. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl for you and the kids. If you get tired or bored of playing Smash Brothers, you can flip that in and, you guys can fight with Ren and Stimpy. Weird. Okay. Speaking of Smash Brothers, though, I have to bring this up. This was sent to us here at Dad Gamers, and I thought it was kind of adorable, and it's kind of a ploy for advertising, but listen here, Dad Gamers. So there's a dentist in Massachusetts that he has put up a challenge and says if you can beat him at Super Smash Brothers, he will clean your teeth for free. So Dr. Tej A. Saha is a dentist that has he's got Smash Brothers in the waiting room, like all set up, ready to be played, the whole 9 yards. And if you can beat him, he'll clean your teeth for free. But here's the caveat: if you lose, you have to post on your social media account that you lost to a dentist at the Zen Family Dental in Massachusetts. So clearly, it's a publicity stunt, which is fine because it's fun and it's different. And I give total props to this dentist, to Dr. Tej Saha, for putting out this little challenge, if you will, for any of the Dad Gamers in Massachusetts. Take a look. You can go on to Reddit. Actually has a post where it has the detailed rules for the challenge. I'm going to go ahead and list them here now so that you know. So it's valid 1 per patient and only 1 challenge. You must challenge Dr. Saha in the Zen Family Dental. And it's in Ashland, Massachusetts. It must be on the Nintendo Switch, which he will provide. You're allowed to bring any controller as long as it connects to the Switch, or a GameCube adapter controller. The battle is a stock 3 battle with 6-minute time limit. No items, no final smash, no destination style level, no level damage. So it's a straight fight. It's almost a street fight. If a patient loses, must post on social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, etc., about the loss. Free cleaning does not include exam or radiographs that are required before the cleaning, but they're open. They're open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 9 to 5, closed Monday through Thursday. So you have to make the challenge during regular open hours. So it looks like it's a weekend deal. They have a website. You can sign up for it, zenfamily.dental. And check it out. If you win, the cleaning is free, but you must have an exams and x-rays. So Dr. Star claims he's the cheapest in the state, but we'll see. I don't know what the prices are. But this, as far as trying to take down your dentist in a street brawl for Smash Brothers just to get your teeth cleaned, I mean, do it. If you're in Massachusetts, do it. Hell, if you're in Massachusetts and you're listening to this podcast, you Dad Gamers out there, take a picture. Take a picture of you either playing them or with them and send it to us at dadgamerspodcast.com. We'd love to see it. So yeah, that's wild. Okay, well, before we wrap up this podcast, I do have an announcement to make. We have a winner from August for the $25 Xbox gift card. The winner was Ken Pia. His gamer tag is Carnage88 on Xbox Live. He did subscribe to our email and got in himself a $25 Xbox gift card. Ken, thank you so much for listening to the Dad Gamers podcast. And we hope to see you online and are curious to know on what you buy with your $25. Is it going to be DLC? Is it going to be a new game? We don't. Who knows? But if you'd like to play with Ken, again, his gamer tag is Carnage88, CARNAGE88. You can friend him on there and keep an eye on, see what he buys. Who knows? Maybe it'd be one game that you could play with him. All right, Dad Gamers. This has been the Dad Gamers podcast. I gave you a little bit of info for now. I will check back in with you in a couple of weeks, hopefully sooner. And we will have another winner of a $25 Xbox Live gift card. But the only way that you can win one of our gift cards is to go to dadgamerspodcast.com, put in your email address, just your email address, don't need anything else from you. Once you get your email address in on our website, then we can see that you are part of our Dad Gamers podcast family. We will randomly select one winner every single month to win one of our gift cards here. And again, you can ask Ken, Carnage88. He is our winner this month. Hopefully we'll have one for towards the end of September. If you want to be that winner, again, go to dadgamerspodcast.com. Give us your email address and get in on this action. Thank you so much, Dads, for listening. My name is Bob Rayhart, and that's Flank on Xbox Live, FLANKKE. You can follow me there. I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Tune in to us again, and we'll see you later.